This is one of the most interesting finds that we found at Prize Hall, and it perhaps is one of the most special. For all of the wonderful big things that we find in archaeology, such as walls and enormous features, like henge monuments and really interesting big things, it is in the little tiny, perhaps even rubbish things that we find that tells us the most about the people of the past. And this is perhaps one of the best examples of that. So this is a tile produced at Prize Hall. Before the tile went into the kiln, when it was still partially wet, one of the tilers decided he wanted to sign his name on this. So you can see with one finger, so this part of the tile is missed, so with one finger, probably on his right hand, you can see that he would have written P-O-T-E-N-T-I, Potentius, and then at the bottom he's written F-E-C-I-T. So that is fake it. So Potentius fake it, or rather Potentius has made me. The thing that makes this tile so extraordinary is because Potentius, although literate and although very proud of his work, suggests that pride was slightly misplaced, because he was really good at writing, like I said, but he was rather a dreadful tiler. Because this tile was bloated, as you can see all of these bumps and lumps on this, and the cracks and the little holes, that's where air has got into it in the kiln, and it's burst, and all of this is air. And poor old Potentius, his tile was never used and it was thrown away. But it was because it was thrown away that we found it. So this was on the very top of the discard pile, as we called it, of all of these tiles, and it was a complete chance find. The Roman villa that is synonymous with Roman Britain, they are very, very interesting and admittedly special buildings, if you like, and everyone's been to see a Roman villa, but the true fact of Roman villas, or rather the reality of them in the past, is that a very, very, very small percentage of people would be allowed even anywhere near them. And yet that villa owner would have spent the equivalent of millions and millions of pounds in today's money to build this structure that would advertise how important they are to the entire landscape, to all of their friends, to show just how important and just how grand they were. And we have no idea who they were. And yet we know the name of this one single tiler that was working at Prize Hall at some point in the 3rd century. We know the name of that. And that kind of irony, I think, is exactly what makes archaeology so special.